welcome to another educational video about screen printing by Catspit Productions. Today's video is a quick tips video, but before I go on, please remember that my videos are a brief summary overview. Thanks for clicking on my video today. This is a quick tips video, and it's a couple of questions all balled up in one that I get asked quite a bit. Okay, so it's kind of like, all right, how many times can we reuse the mesh on a screen? Okay, the mesh, how many times can we reuse it? How long does screen mesh last? How long does the stencil last? And how many times can we reuse the screen? So these are all questions that we're going to look at today very briefly. Okay, so how many times can we use the same stencil? Well, if the stencil is created properly with the direct liquid photo emulsion, then theoretically you should be able to use the stencil for hundreds, if not thousands of prints, okay? And it is possible to use a hardener which will extend the life of the stencil, like as in automatic screen printing, where you might need to be printing a lot more than that, okay? So yeah, you can clean the ink off with a solvent, whether it be water-based or plastisol inks, and you can pretty much use any color ink you want on any given stencil, and you can reuse it over and over as long as you want. You just got to clean it well and be able to store the screen so that you can use it again in the future. Are you following me so far? How many times can we use the same screen for new stencils? Well, with direct liquid photo emulsions and capillary film, of course, we can actually reclaim the screen and use an emulsion remover to remove the emulsion and remove the stencil from the mesh so that we can put on a new stencil, a new print job. Okay, and again, theoretically, as long as your mesh is properly cared for and in good condition, you can reuse the screen many different times and actually use the same screen and the same mesh for printing many different print jobs or many different customers. Okay, so it can be used over and over again if you handle the mesh properly. Does that make sense? How long does the screen mesh last or print well? Well, if it's properly handled, properly cared for, and gently reclaimed, you can use it for, should last thousands of prints. Okay, but what you have to look for is when the mesh becomes old, or if it's too used, then you can have a gray cast, and you want to look for sagging or weak mesh. And in your experience, basically, you're going to have to look for poor print performance, because over time what happens is the fibers get frayed, and you know how we have a mesh, a grid there, and when the fibers get frayed, the frayed fibers get in the way of the ink flow. So basically it's experience. After a while you're going to get to know when the mesh is used up and all tired. Okay, you follow what I'm saying here? Alright, I hope that helped you out. These were some questions that I get asked so often that I thought I would make this video to make it easier to answer them, because then all I have to do is give you the link to this video. So it's good for me, it's good for you. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you have any questions about what we discussed, please leave them in the comments below, or feel free to message me through YouTube or one of the Catspit Productions websites that you can get access to through the main channel page. Our YouTube channel page has links to CatspitScreenPrintSupply.com as well as CatspitProductionsLLC.com, which is our main educational type website. So check them both out. Thanks a lot for watching today. If you like what you see, rate thumbs up, comment below, and of course, please subscribe. We'll see you next time.